What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedemptionAgency.com, urban-picker.com. 24 years selling full-time on eBay. Monday morning. Haven't made a video in a few days, but that's all right. I even skipped a couple of days on TikTok videos. Having fun making those. So. It's so fun. It's so fun being stupid. All right, how was the weekend? Well, I'm going to show you. You're going to be able to see clearly. Again, another example of when eBay does things and how it affects my stores and how the pattern plays out, and how easy it is to see those patterns when you have a store my size. So, all right, we're going on 11 a.m. this morning. My media store's at $270, and my clothing store is $137. So the squirrels are just gathering these walnuts. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday numbers we got to go over in this video. So Friday will end my week on the page here. And Friday I listed 281 items, bringing the week total to 850. Okay. And then here's where you can start seeing the difference. So Thursday night, we know eBay does the updates on the website. So here's how it affects my store when they do something that I can tell messed up sales. So only 32 items sold in the media store. When you look at all the numbers previous, 80, 67, 52, 40, 63, 57. So 32. So 11 here in the clothing store, bringing the day total to 43. And if you look at the day before, 92, 85, 70. So you can see how it cuts the numbers basically in half. Sold number on the media store, $330, 785, 654, 624, 748, 691, 654. So it basically cuts it. It was actually more than in half is what Thursday night's updates did to the website. 169 in the clothing store, bringing the day total to $499, which is the lowest by far. So 1,000, 900, 900, 900, 900, almost 900. So you can see how the difference is when I talk about they did something that has screwed up sales. That is the epitome, the basic example of the problem that what their updates do to sellers. Bringing the week total to $6,193, which is almost $1,000 less than the week before. So it would have been only about $500 less than the week before if I didn't have that day. So, yeah. But when they do that, he said do. When they do that, it could take anywhere from 1 to 5 days normally for sales to bounce back. And thankfully, it didn't take long. So that was a good thing. So Saturday, listed 82, sold 54 on the media store, 14 on the clothing store, bringing the day total to 68. So we started our way back on that day. And again, that whole indexing feel when they do something on a Thursday night and you have that indexing feel going on. Saturday was a big example. Was it Saturday sales? It's Friday or Saturday sales. I'm not sure which one because I pulled them both at the same time. I had an area where I haven't sold really anything out of it in a long time. And I probably sold 6 items out of that one little area out of about 10 drawers. And like nothing's moved out of these things for a while. And then all of a sudden I got 6 items that moved out of that. So again, you get that indexing feeling of when the site's coming back around or whatever it is. So 68 sold for the week on that day. $648 on the media store, $224 on the clothing, bringing Saturday's total to $872. Then yesterday listed 380 items, bringing the week total to 462. And I am beta testing a new update for List Easier. So I wasn't able to do like CDs and DVDs yesterday because those two categories seem to be messing up and they got to work on it. So I had to put up a bunch of different stuff yesterday, but 380. Sold 63 items yesterday in the media store, 16 in the clothing, bringing the day to 79 items. The week run to 147. $668 yesterday in media, $319 in the clothing, bringing the day to 987, bringing the week total so far to 1,859. So, yeah, you can clearly see why just year after year I was complaining about what's going on with this store. And as I said many times now, the clothing store seems to be going through that phase right now, where I have, 20,000 items and I'm selling, 11, 12, 13 items, right? It's like, even though the clothing and hats is more competitive, and I did lower my percentage to try to get my costs down, still, when you only do 11, 12 items in that 20,000, something's off. And again, because of I've been through this before and seen the patterns and seen the examples of what my media store used to go through, and that's mirroring now in the clothing store. So month-to-date total in the media store, $15,511. Clothing store, $5,989, bringing the month-to-date total to $21,500. Year-to-date total, media, $158,042. Clothing, $93,044, bringing the year-to-date total to $251,086. So that's where I am right now. Right now. Da, 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 da. Today's going to be a little, I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done today because I got doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock. And that means I'll have to pull and ship either before or after or both. And then I got to watch a hockey game at 6. So we'll see how much I can get listed today. I only got 3 hours before I got to be over there. So maybe I'll go do some pooling and shipping now to get that major overnight stuff out of the way. Get that done with. But just been working on I saw an update coming for List Easier. There's an update coming that's going on, I think you guys are going to love. I haven't got to test it yet because it's still got its issues, but it's coming along. And then I'll get to play with it and find more issues and what have you. But if you're an everything seller and you don't do bulk, you're going to love this update. So I'm going to love it because I've got so much one-off items, right? Now, it's you can do one-off items on List Easier. I do it all the time. It's pretty quick. But this is going to speed that up. So I started again. I'm like, okay, well, one of the things about business is you want to get out in front of things, no matter what it is, whether it's trends on what you're buying, your processes, you want to get out in front of things. So even though I had started a new process in here, after seeing that and thinking about it for a few days and stuff, I decided to start another new process that's going to mold into the new update. So what I'm doing now is just listing stuff as I pull it out of the box. I'm not necessarily separating it. I'm not putting like all the CDs together, all the cassettes together in multiple boxes. When they're in that box, then I like if there's more than one of something in that box, I'll put it together, obviously. But and then I am listing it and just throwing it on a cube. And then my goal, and since I've got a little bit of issues with the List Easier right now, my goal was to see if I could get 2,000 items in 5 days onto these shelves listed. That would up what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to do what, 1,500 a week was my goal. And I've only got about 850 the last 2 weeks. But my goal with this new update is going to be to get 2,000 items onto the shelf listed in 5 days. And then I can take the 1 day, maybe 1 to 2, probably hope 1 to 2 days organizing. And hopefully I can do a lot in just 1 day. Then I go and pull boxes and put this stuff, I retransfer it into its permanent home. So, and then when it's going up here, what I'm trying to do also is not to put the same thing all on one shelf to make it easier and quicker to pull. Like you'll see here, there's some hats, there's some CDs. This one, there's hats, CDs, cassettes, DVDs, just a disc, some vintage pictures. That way, say a CD sold and I put it all on one thing, well, it's going to take a lot more to go through and find that one CD. Where here, I've got one stack to find it, so it's, be able to find it quicker. So my goal is to put in each cube various different things, so there ain't a lot of one thing there. I've only got this one, and that one done. So these top 4 are the only ones filled right now with listed. And then I've got pictures on that empty one there with AC/DC only. And then all the way over to the left, I've got one that was just pictures, so I got to get other stuff into there. And then I got to get that stuff listed and then put back over here. But my goal is to get 2,000 done in 5 days and then get it filed in its permanent home, hopefully all within 1 day. And then if I can do that, that's 2,000 items listed per week, bringing my total to 8,000 items listed a month. So that's the goal. And as I said, with this new update, one-off items are going to be a lot quicker. So things will be growing. Right now, I'm just sticking with, for the most part, what I have bulk of. Actually, there's another one down here that's done. I've got magazines, 8 tracks, and hats in one down here. But so in the, and then I forgot, got some ornaments I'm trying to test too. So I'll talk about that in a second here. So eventually in the future, you're going to see all different kinds of stuff up here. You're going to see tons of one-off stuff, not just the stuff I got duplicates of. Just right now, I am trying to do the process with what I get, what I'm trying to do one box at a time and create a process. I've always wanted to do like a conveyor belt type of thing, or not conveyor belt, but well, it'd be like using a conveyor belt, but what's it called? Henry Ford assembly line. So using it like a line where everything's just, I just grab one, go, grab one, go, grab one, go. So hopefully with this new update, what I'll be able to do a lot easier, a lot smoother, a lot quicker, just grab one box, one bag, one tote, and put everything that's in it listed, and it'd be super quick. So that's the goal. And then it'll get thrown up here on the shelf, and then the one day a week I will organize it. So, and then along with that organizing will be duplicate items, getting those put in their proper place too during the week. When I go through a box, if it's something that I've already got listed, I add the quantity right on it where its home is, and then on that day, hopefully file those items too. So one day will be basically all just organizing and what have you. And then on that 7th day, what I would like to do is restart my organizing project, where I was switching all the SKU numbers over, because I've kind of laid off that because it's fourth quarter. So, I'm just trying to list as much as I can right now. But then hopefully that seventh day, I'll be able to restart that organizing project. So that's where I'm at right now. And then also too with List Easier, since you can do stuff by bulk, I'm looking for different things that maybe not other people are doing or very few people are doing, like when I started the hats. So I'm trying to find other foundation items. And I had tons of vintage pictures that I've collected over the years because I love looking at them. So I've listed probably a few hundred of, how many? I listed 380 yesterday. 250 to 300 may have been vintage pictures. So that's one thing. I sell one here and there on what I do have up. So I went ahead and listed every kind of picture, no matter what. Even things that we go, I don't think this is going to sell. I went ahead and did it anyway. And then also, since Jan's got the ornaments, what I decided to try to do, these are all just like ball ornaments, basically. And normally I just put them in a lot and sell them. But I'm like, let's try them individual, right? I got List Easier. They can go up really quick. Let's try taking ornaments, even just ball ornaments, and list them individually and see if I can turn that into something. So why has this got this guy crooked? There we go. I act like this thing's a mic stand when I'm doing my TikTok videos, so it's all out of shape. So yeah, ornaments, and then the vintage pictures. And then I've got a few other things in thought too, but I haven't found a big enough lot to buy yet at a good price for some other items to run through List Easier. But I'm keeping an eye out for that. I do have a big, good-sized lot of CDs, a lot of new, and some collectible used coming in from Springfield. Probably this week sometime. A friend of mine who lives down there, I met when I would go down there and go CD shopping for the business. I met him a long time ago at a CD store down there. So I was always buying the collectible stuff from them because they didn't sell on eBay, but they wanted to get more money out of it than what the store would sell it for, or what it would sell for in the store, if you will. So I always bought their collectible stuff. Sometimes I'd go down there, go in the back room, or he would just mail it all to me, and then I would send him a check. But that store has since closed, but every once in a while he'll send me a big list of stuff that he's just selling himself. So I got a big lot of that coming in soon. I ended up going over to the bins last week, and something told me to go, so I went and found I haven't went through it yet to check it out, but it's a huge, somebody, I guess, passed away or just donated their whole NASCAR collection. And I'm sure if there was any toys, they were snagged up probably in the back, by Goodwill themselves. But what did come out was a bunch of like vintage calendars and like just cards. They're like, I don't know what you would call them. They show a car on it, have the advertising, and like it's almost like a trading card for NASCAR, but they're bigger pictures. And some of them were signed by the racer and stuff. So I found a pretty decent sized collection of that. And it went in 3 different bins over there. Nobody else was grabbing it. So there was this lady who came from actually Springfield. It was like she hadn't been to the bins many times, but she was enjoying it. So I was talking to her, and she was grabbing them for me too. But so I got a pretty decent NASCAR paper collection, if you will. So I got to get through that and see. I'm not even sure if that is a category on List Easier on this version yet. Yes, it is. Cool. Sweet. So I can run those through List Easier, and that'll be super easy to put up. I just have to do the research on the autographs, see if they're worth anything, the autographs. But, my 90-day total is definitely going up when it comes to the number of pieces sold. Like if you go into your store and hit sold, I was hitting around 3,200 items for 90 days sold, or now I'm up to over 4,000. So definitely the number of items are picking up. The money is picked up. So that's good to see. Good to see. My media store is up 16% as of right now. My clothing store is down 11. I did go in and check my campaign for off-site ads, and I went ahead and downgraded it again on my clothing store because it just wasn't cutting it. Let me see, past 7 days. I did it over 7 days ago, so we're good right now. Ad fees are down 10%, but my sales are up 2.5%. Quantity sold's up 7%. So we're good at that number, which is, I think, $10 a day on there. Let me check on my media store. I was testing a number, and then I go, you know what? I'm just going to go all out and do what eBay says and see how it works out. So eBay said I should be spending $31 a day, I believe it was. So I'm like, all right, let's see how spot on you are, eBay. And I just went ahead and hit the $31 a day. So let me check where that is in the past 7 days. See if that's paid off or not. No, not so much. My ad fees are up 5.37, but my sales are down 13.6. So no, that one has not paid off. So I'll give that one more week since we're in fourth quarter. If it doesn't pay off this next week, because this is going to be probably the opening of the shopping season, if you will, for Christmas. If that don't work, we're at $31. I'll back that down to $25. And it's still saying now limited by budget. Now it wants me to suggest $103 a day. So now it wants me to go from $31 up to $103. Yeah, no. Boost your traffic up to 332% by following the targeted. Yeah. How do you make that kind of a leap? $31 up to $103. Come on now. You're not even paying, it's not even working at the 31. Why do you want me to go up to 103? Yeah, no. You make 31 work, then I'll go up to 40. How about that? You make 40 work, then I'll go up to 50. You make 50 work, then maybe we'll talk 100. But yeah, no, we're not going from 31 to $100 a day when 31's not even working for me. Can't trust those numbers. All you can do is test them and watch your numbers. What? All right, I better get some work done here since I got a busy, I don't know how long the doctor's appointment's going to be. But wouldn't think it's going to be too long. Probably just an update on asking me how the pills are working. And then I haven't had my ear, nose, and throat appointment yet. That is December 2nd, so... Boom, boom, boom. So we're at 300 there. 300 in the media store, 137 in the clothing store. So we're at $440 before 11:30. So we're doing good today. As long as it keeps rolling, we should have be back up over $1,000 a day. This is the week. If you got the stuff sitting, get it listed. Use List Easier. You can get the stuff listed quicker, even the one-off items. After you get some templates made or get the hang of it, it is quicker. Not only is it quicker, it puts more detail into your listing, which helps it sell faster. Puts those keywords in, all the item specifics it needs, all that good stuff. So it's going to optimize your listing a lot better than you can do it, quicker than you can do it. So give it a shot if you have not. The cheapest one on there right now is, what was it? 100 items for $15, I think it is. So if you've been on the fence about trying it, now's the time, because it's fourth quarter. It's only $15 for 100. You make $15 back in one listing. You just keep going. Keep it growing, yo. Keep it growing. All right. Enough for me. I'm going to go down and do some pulling and shipping, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.